Bismillah ar-Rahman Rahim. Let's start with our new topic in continuation of pharmacoepidemiology. It is preventive healthcare with expanded program on immunization, Center for Disease Control, and National Health Policy. All covered under the pharmacoepidemiology. So, what's preventive health? Its definition is preventive health cares involves measures taken to identify and minimize risk factors for disease, improve the course of an existing disease, and screening for early detection of disease. So it is a preventive health. So you have to prevent someone from any disease. So level of primary health care are that the three levels of preventive. Level of preventive health care, primary, secondary, tertiary. Now, primary level of preventive health care is it is the early recognition and prevention of disease, an important part of healthcare because it detects disease at the initial and curable stage, thereby preventing complications and comorbidities. It focuses to prevent disease among healthy people. The secondary level of preventive health care is it is directed towards those in whom disease has already developed. It also aims on health promotion, modification of the individual's social circumstances and lifestyle so that their health is improved and secondary disease is prevented. Tertiary level of preventive health care is it is the early identification of high-risk individuals prone to major life-threatening illness like heart disease and cancer. It helps in taking timely precautionary lifestyle modifications, measures, or treatment which reduces the disability associated with the disease. The importance of preventive health measure. Following are some important preventive health measures one must adopt in personal life. First is immunization of children. Eat a proper balanced diet. Avoid excess consumption of meat products. Routine checkup of hypertension or blood pressure. Now, daily consumption of aspirin to prevent heart attack and stroke above age of 40. Routine breast cancer screening in women above age 50. There are 4 things you can do immediately without any medical knowledge. First, don't smoke or use other tobacco products. Eat a proper balanced diet. Exercise at least 3 days per week. See your doctor and also pharmacist regularly for checkups and guidance. EPI, Expanded Program on Immunization. Definition. The Expanded Program on Immunization is a World Health Organization program with the goal to make vaccines available to all children throughout the world. It is a disease prevention activity aiming at reducing the illness, disability, or mortality from childhood disease preventable by immunization. EPI diseases. The overall objective of EPI is the reduction of mortality and morbidity from the following 9 EPI diseases by offering immunization services. First is poliomyelitis. Second, neonatal tetanus. Third is measles. Fourth is diphtheria. Fifth is whooping cough. 6 is hepatitis B. 7 is HIV, pneumonia. 8 is meningitis. 9 is childhood tuberculosis. Latest CPA schedule in Pakistan. The new immunization schedule is that you can know about this disease, cause of infection, vaccines, doses, age of administration. So if you go for childhood tuberculosis, it's
Louder.
caused by bacteria. Vaccine is BCG.
Class ledi mujhe.
Dose 1 soon after birth. After birth, first dose of BCG has to be applied. Poliomyelitis, it's a virus. Vaccine OPV, dose 4 soon after birth, 6 weeks, 10 weeks, and 14 weeks. Diphtheria, causes bacteria. Tetanus, pertussis, causes bacteria. Hepatitis B, viruses. HIV, pneumonia, and meningitis, bacteria. Now, there is a pentavalent vaccine. It contains 5 vaccines. Diphtheria, hepatitis B, HIV, whatever it is. So, those are 3. Pental 1, 6 weeks. Penta 2, 10th week. And Penta 3 at 14 weeks injected. Pneumonia and meningitis due to Salmonella pneumoniae caused by bacteria. Pneumococcal conjugated vaccine is there. Doses are 3. First is pneumonia 1 is at 6 weeks, pneumonia 2 at 10 weeks, and pneumonia 3 at 14 weeks. Measles. Now cause a virus. The 2 doses measles at 9 months and booster dose at 15 months. Now, introduction of CDC is the National Public Health Institute of the United States. It is a federal agency under the Department of Health
Sir?
and Human Services.
सर
जी हाँ मैं देख रहा हूँ
सर सबाहत
हाँ
ये
देख लिया लेट कमर आ गई Goals and aims of this city is to promote public health and safety through the control and prevention of disease, injury, and stability, especially focus on infection diseases, foodborne pathogens, environmental health, occupational safety and health, health promotion, injury prevention, and educational activities designed to improve the health of citizens. Disease with which CDC is involved, influenza. The CDC has launched campaign targeting the transmission of influenza, including H1N1 and swine flu. CDC has launched website including flu gov to educate people. Other infection diseases are there. The CDC provides information on other infectious diseases like smallpox, measles, and others. Non-infectious diseases. CDC also combats non-infectious diseases, including obesity, etc. Role of CDC is taking the health pulse of our nation, detecting and responding to new and emerging health threats, putting science and advanced technology into action to prevent diseases, promoting healthy behavior, communities and environments, training the public health workforce, including disease detectives. Now, national health policy. The fourth one is national health policy. Definition is health policy is defined as those actions of the government and other actors in society that are aimed at improving the health of population. Ideally, there is a cycle of policy formulation, its implementation and assessment. So vision of national health policy is 1, to provide efficient, equitable, and effective services that is acceptable, accessible, and affordable. Second, to support people and communities to improve their health status. Third, to focus on addressing social and health inequalities. Goals. Goals of national health policy is to improve the health status of the people of Pakistan. Objectives to enhance coverage and access of essential health services, especially for the poor. For example, primary and secondary healthcare facilities, availability of staff, especially female staff, outreach workers, example, vaccinators, sanitary workers, and malaria inspectors, family planning, measurable reduction in the burden of diseases, especially among vulnerable segment of population, example, polio eradication, EPI, National HIV and AIDS Control Program, to provide free of cost treatment to the poor and underprivileged population, strengthening of health system with focus on available resources including maintenance of database and training, to ensure implementation and monitoring of minimum standards, publication of report of public health expenditure, for example, annual program report via media, to improve evidence-based policy making and strategic planning in the health sector,